Today I'm going to talk about Wakelet. Wakelet is an online curation system for your classroom, and I'm going to show you how to create one very briefly. And of course, if you have more questions, please book me. But let's get started. So Wakelet, you see here, you can go to wakelet.com. But what else you need to do when you use this in your browser is you need to add the extension of Wakelet up here so that it's easier for you, so that as a teacher, when you're going to various websites and you're getting content for your students to use, or especially if you're using open resources, once you're here, all you need to do is click on this, and then you get the option to save it. And when you do that, then you don't have to worry about copying and pasting a link. So this is already saved for me, so I'm not going to save it again. But then once I get here, let's say I'm a social studies teacher, and I want to do something related to I want to do a unit on the Great Depression, and I might have some information about dates here or other background information. I can add a cover image, so I can choose one. They have all kinds from Unsplash that are available that you can use. Just something that looks a little attractive. Maybe I don't want it so big. Maybe I want to upload a background image, or maybe I want to choose one of theirs and see what they have related to this. Let's say I'm going to use something like this, just something that's appealing to catch the student's eye. And then remember I told you about this extension where I saved this document here already. So I will go here and I will go, oh, let's click on this. And what I have already done is once you have it in here, you're able to change this so that if you want students to do something first, or you want to give a caption to the image, or you need to change the image, or what have you, the students have it all right here. So that's one great thing you can do. Another thing that you can do with Wakelet is if you are, and I'm going to go back here to my other one, this is my technology tools one. Here you can also add a Twitter. So if you want to look up someone by handle and you're like, ooh, I think this is really important for kids to know right now, or in my case for teachers to know, 20 formative assessment tools, I can add that in, and then it shows up here. And unfortunately here in this form in grid view, it shows my face, which you don't need to see. So I like doing it in media view because then you can see what the actual tweet looks like. So you can add tweets, you can add images, you can upload an image, you can choose an image. If you choose an image, these are the images that you can choose, and they do keep adding. Let's say I want to add an image of a robot. And so I'm going to use that. I just click on it, and then it adds that image. I can also go, and I showed you how to use saved items. I can also add a PDF. So if I wanted to do the 10 must-have coding tools for students, it's telling you right now it's uploading this PDF. And so once this comes up, this is not editable. So you can't edit your PDF, so you got to make sure this is how you want it. But then this will also be here for the students to look at. Another thing that you can do through Wakelet while we're waiting for the PDF to load is you can click on this the capital A and the little a, and it opens up a text box. And you can type in your text of what you want the kids to know. Perhaps you want the kids to have a link in your text box to a Google form so that you're checking for understanding, or you want to just have them think deeper about a topic. So then you can also do that as well. So you can write here, I can say, click this link, and then I can add a link. Once I have it ready to go, I click save, and then that's all ready for us also. So just a great thing to use here in terms of just curation for your classroom. Once you have all of this here, let's say you go, okay, I don't really like the order some of these things are in. I want this to be further down. I want quizzes to be up higher. They're going to need to start with, I want them to see the brain pop image so they get the idea of what kind of things we're doing today. And then I can go back out of easy reorder. So I can do all of those things, and then when I'm done, I can hit save, and it will save for me. And then what I can do with it, then as you can see, I can do different things. I can look at the activity, how many people have been on it. I can notify people. I can also share it, and I can share in various ways here, as you can see. And one of those is Google Classroom. So then I click on Google Classroom. And I can say, okay, which class am I going to share this with? I am going to share this with my practice class. And what am I going to do with it? I can create an assignment, ask a question, ask an announcement, just use it as material, which is very helpful. And I could say material for chapter 1. I can put it under a topic, whatever I need to do. I can call it practice. I can call it whatever I need to call it, and then I can post it. And then this way it's there. My students can see it when they're in the classroom. And then that is basically all there is to it. We can also embed this into another web page. And so I hope that you find a use for this. I think this is a great tool. What is also pretty interesting is if you go to wakelet.com, there are people who are public. And so you can look at various other Wakelet collections. They call them collections or stories. And this way you can get some other ideas. You can also create a group collection. So between your team or between your PLC, if there's a bunch of resources that people share often, you can all share this as a group, and then you can create it and use it as you would like in your own classroom. But again, one of the great things about Wakelet is that when you have these, the students don't need to go anywhere. They are right there in your document. So teddy coats and faux fur, let's look at that. So I'm on somebody else's page, but everything is here. So if I want to read the article, I can click it. It becomes an article. It becomes a link. But in this way, I don't have to have students worry about finding it somewhere. It's just here. And the same thing with a YouTube video. If you embed that, which I have on my technology tool one, it just plays that right there. It doesn't go back to YouTube and play it. It plays it right in the Wakelet. And this way it's a little bit less likely that students will, go out and look for their own material. They have it right here from you, the teacher, the expert in the room. So thank you for watching this. And if you would like to book me, you can go right ahead to the link above and click on that. And I hope to hear some great stories of how you use this in the classroom. Thanks.